Hi, so this is take 2 of my mid-afternoon or late afternoon mindfulness break. And I was just sharing that I'm taking a break because my car, my luxury car, just had a dead battery, and I am waiting for the AAA service to come pick it up, or to come to recharge my battery. And I am feeling at this moment that I actually have nothing that I really need to be doing. And it's totally fine to just stop and do nothing, share with you guys my doing nothing. And I think that's really interesting because 15 minutes ago, I felt like I was so overwhelmed with things that I had to do and had all of this urgency about how quickly it needed to get done. And now, 15 minutes later, I feel like, oh, nothing is urgent. I have all the time in the world. And all of that urgency that I was just thinking that I had was actually urgency that I created in my head that really doesn't exist outside of what I'm creating. So I decided to come here while I wait for my AAA service to arrive. And here is one of my favorite places in the city that I come to just like take a break. And it's actually, you wouldn't know it or find it because it's actually in a parking lot. So I'll share it with you so you can see it. So here I am. I am overlooking 16th Street right now in Washington, D.C. And if you look around, I am actually in this like circular path. And I love to walk this path because it's actually like it's circle, and it's a really good meditative walk. So I was not much of a meditator for the first 10 years that I was trying to practice mindfulness. And I actually had to begin by a walking meditation. And what I love about walking meditations is that you can still keep moving, so it kind of keeps your mind focused on something that's moving, which is your body, but you can still practice being mindful. And I actually learned this practice from a Buddhist monk when I was hiking or trekking in the Himalayas with one of my professors, Dr. Subedi. And it was a really great practice that allowed me to really let everything go that I thought was important but wasn't really important, and really clear my mind to be able to focus on what actually was most important or essential to me. So I love the practice, and I thought I would share it with you, along with the idea that most urgency that we feel, and even times when we feel like we can't take a break, that's all something that we essentially create in our mind. You can take a break, and I love the idea that like when we take a break, it actually creates not just more space, but it creates time, because when we're at work and we're focusing on something and we're kind of like, I think that I do this sometimes when I'm focused on a task, I get so attached to like completing it well and doing it within a time limit. I think that I attach to my to tasks sometimes like a pit bull attaches to a bone. Like I get really fixated on it, and I can't put it down until it's complete. And so I noticed that all of that attachment happens in my mind, and actually when I allow myself to take a break from things, I actually can get more space, and I can come up with ideas, and I can actually figure out ways to do the work in a way that's quicker and more effective. And actually probably comes up with solutions that I wouldn't have been able to figure out if I would have just stayed attached to it like that pit bull to the bone. So I just wanted to share that idea and offer that to you if you are in the middle of a work day right now and feeling like you can't take a break, or ever if you feel like in your life that you are so busy or so stressed out that you can't afford to take care of yourself, that taking care of yourself actually creates so much more resource, and it creates more energy, and it creates a bigger capacity than you would have if you tried to go through your life achieving things without taking care of yourself first. And it's really a game changer. So I think for me, my lesson is that even though I know how beneficial these things are, it still is really hard when it comes down to practicing these things. It's really hard when I'm in the moment to like shift gears and decide to do something like take a walk or like just change my mental channel. And so I just want to share that even though it's a really good habit, that it's really hard to put into practice. And I love the analogies somebody shared with me once, that like shifting gears in your day sometimes feels like turning around the Titanic. But it's still a really valuable practice to do. And if you are interested in practicing mindfulness or finding out even how meditation can open up new insights for you in your life, me and Hawa and I are teaching a meditation class. Our second one is tonight. You can come for one, you can come for all. And it's just been really great energy. And I would love to share it with you guys. If you're in DC, please join us. And just please like share below about like your experiences of being able to take a break, so that other people can learn about what works for you and hopefully be able to use it in their own lives. So I will wait here for my AAA. He is almost coming. And you guys enjoy your afternoon break. Talk to you later. Bye.